They thought they could take it away from me, but I got it back. Hey everyone. Yeah, I found out the way to get the Aether Ray back to 26 out of 26. It only required a crap ton of crafting, and a crap ton of crafting. So first and foremost, the +2 from Spellweaver will bring you up to 18. Obviously, we have 16 full points on our beam. +1 from an Aether Lord Signet. Another +1 from an Aether Lord Signet. +1 from our chest piece because of the Arcanist prefix. And from a Chains of Valerian that gives +1 to Albrecht's Aether Ray. +1, thanks to, again, the Arcanist prefix on our medal to Albrecht's Aether Ray. You can also, I believe, get the Arcanist prefix on your offhands, which obviously I don't have right now. I don't have an Arcanist one right now, but on these, I think it's the chest piece, the head piece, the medal, and maybe the offhand. I'd have to look it up to confirm it, but there's also on rare items the prefix Warlocks, which can give you +1 to Albrecht's Aether Ray and Summon Hellhound. And the Summon Hellhound would be a waste for my character, obviously. But, I mean, it would be technically a little better stat-wise, maybe, to have Warlocks instead of Arcanists. But also there's the Magi's prefix, which can happen on, I think it's helmets, medals, and offhands. Again, I'd have to look it up to confirm. And I think maybe even rings can get it, or amulets. One of the two can get it. But that'll also give you +1 to Albrecht's Aether Ray. Finally, there's of Albrecht's Focus, and that can happen on, I think, just rings and amulets. It used to be able to happen on belts, but I think they dropped that. So, for +1 to all skills, we're using a Spirit Weaver Circlet, which I actually want to craft up I think it's a Gilded Visage, because that's my favorite looking helmet right now, because the Spirit Weaver Circlet is just ugly as all crap, so I kind of want to switch it out just for fashion's sake. +1 to all Arcana skills on Haunt, obviously. And we have that nice little +1 to Disintegration. And then I'm using the Avarice of Andronius as my amulet, but you could also use the Ubiquitous Pendant of Death's... I think it's just that. The Ubiquitous Death's Pendant or whatever. The Order of Death's Vigil Pendant also gives +1 to Albrecht's Aether Ray. And I think that covers as that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's all 10 points to get us back to the ultimate level on the Albrecht's Aether Ray. DPS is about 18,000. If we were to turn off Myvan's Sphere, 21,000. But I like having the Sphere on because that's, 30% or so. That's 30% damage absorption. It's too good to pass up. That's our Fire Vitality Aether damage on the actual beam. So we'll be hitting for about 3,000 to 4,000 a shot, barring enemy defenses. Our fire damage is about +300, almost up to +500 in the Aether, and then a tiny, tiny amount of Vitality damage from our, I think it's just this is where we're getting it. 10 and 14, no wait. Yeah, I guess we're just getting a tiny bit of Vitality damage here. Anyways, yeah, we got the beam to 26 again. It actually took some work. I'm probably going to switch out my helmet at some point in the future for, I was thinking of where I wanted to go. I'm probably going to switch my helmet out in the future for, going back to what I was wearing before. I actually was wearing ooh, there's a nice 10,000 crit. So, ooh. That guy's not going home to his kids. I have a helmet with +1 to inner focus, and I kind of want to have that for the extra OA right now. But ultimately, I would want to go to like a I would not want to be using a Spirit Weaver Circlet just because I'm that fashion conscious. A lot of people find that funny, but it is just a little thing for me that's like you do kind of plateau on your power in a lot of games, and it's like, well, you might as well look good while you're destroying hordes of demons. Oh wait. So what's gonna come on Friday is gonna be a Druid Beam. Oh right, I forgot. I need to turn yellows off. A Druid Beam. We're gonna be doing. I had planned on it for today, but it's taken me a little work to actually level up a second Druid and get him. Was it a him? Whatever. Get it to some more endgame stuff. So it's just taken some work to get there. There are going to be two. That's why it's taken a little extra work. I'm repurposing that previous Storm Rock Druid of... repurposing that Storm Rock Druid of Lightning into an Aether Lightning mix. Because I, oddly enough, have a lot of gear that supports that. I've just had it floating around for a while, so... So I've just been meaning to do a druid beam for a while. It almost makes me wish I kept a backup of this guy before he was made into a sorcerer. Back when he was still a pure Arcanist. That way I could just work off the backup, but I don't have one anymore. I also think it's a couple builds old, so I don't know if it would actually work. Totally forgot I had that too. It's like I mentioned him being a sorcerer, and it's like I totally forgot he had the stun bomb. I'm just too concentrated on shooting people with my ultimate death ray. Yeah, if I had to make any changes to this build right now, it would be I'd want more, Oh, that's lame. Let's just chain stun the player, why don't we? Get rocked. So the two versions for the build I'm posting on Friday are going to be using Soulflare, with the Aether Steel bolts and a Wrathstone to convert the physical damage, about 30% of it, to Aether damage on the actual Wind Devils, and then building for Aether and Lightning. And then I'm also going to make a build that uses a lot of vitality damage with Aether Fire. It's basically going to be like this, but it will have the Wendigo totem as a sort of AoE and heal. And I have the Wind Devil one kind of ready right now, but they can throw their little chaos BS over that wall. It's lame. Lame. Wow. Arcana shouldn't really get hoarded like that. It's just bad for their health. But the Wind Devil one's pretty fun, mostly because it performs just like you would expect from the Wind Devil style build, where you lay down the lightning totems with your Wind Devils, your Tornadoes, and then you yourself can actually dish out a ton of damage with the Aether Ray. Because even though it doesn't have the disintegration part, and it sort of does lose DPS because of it, it's still like a really solid... Is that... Did I get... Okay, it's page 2. Page 1 is like, wait, did I just have 2 of the same thingy drop? No, yeah, it, The Aether Ray is still kind of a good sidearm, even if you don't get to disintegration. It just deals so much damage that if you gear for Aether even a little bit... I think the Aether on that thing is like upper 200s. Could maybe get to 300 if I tried really hard. It deals a lot of damage even when you don't have it, like, both of its halves maxed out. Well, it's not like this. It's certainly still potent, especially given that the Tornadoes with Maelstrom are going to be just wrecking all face, and you're sitting there just dealing a lot of damage on your own. So it's like, oh, it's a good trade-off. I actually need Searing Embers of all things. It's the other one, the Vitality one, I don't have complete yet, but it's probably gonna be pretty killer. Yeah, the other thing is when you have the beam lower down, you don't need as much energy regen to maintain it. Only took 1 energy potion that entire time, though. Let's go look and see what I got out of this chest. So yeah, that's what's gonna happen on Friday. Is Albrecht's build. That is... Oh, I can destroy the clock. There were times when I couldn't break the clock open. It was annoying me. I don't even... Sometimes just that clock is indestructible. But, yeah. Friday we'll be doing another Aether Ray video for a Druid Beam. Technically 2 Druid Beams. So, stay tuned for that. And then, next week, I'm going to try to work on a new class entirely. But it takes time to, you know, get a class into the later parts of the game. Unless I repurpose something. I might have to do some repurposing for my next couple of build ideas. But anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. Be sure to check out my Patreon at patreon.com/wolfoverclocked. I'm also wolfoverclocked on Twitter, Tumblr, and I just started Instagramming. Also, check out my other non-gaming YouTube channel, which is just youtube.com/wolfoverclocked. Or is it /user/wolfoverclocked? Whatever. It's wolfoverclocked without the games. So, thanks for watching again, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.